In this video, we're going to continue on with activity 136 and the whole block model to create a drawing and specifically create a section view for our particular model that we have created. I'm going to go up to File. I'm going to make sure I hit the Save button, make sure I've saved and named my file. And I'm going to go ahead and go to New Drawing from Design. From here, we can choose our IED title block A, and I can say OK. From here, once the drawing environment loads, I can choose base view. And for right now, we're at a 4 scale. I'm going to put this up to a half scale, and we're probably going to need the views. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. I'm going to choose hidden and visible edges, and I'm going to say OK. I can project my right side view and my isometric view. I'm going to shade that isometric view. And here's what we're going to start to look at is what are our options for creating different views. I can tell you right now, you can look at the right side view. It's kind of messy to go through and look at all the hidden lines. So the other thing too is we can't really see what's going on the inside very well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to delete this right side view, and then I'm going to drag this front view up above here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a section view for it. So up here in drawing views, you have the option for a section view. And I'm going to select, so first thing it asks for is to select the parent view, select the view. I'm going to zoom in here. Now when I go to set this, I do not want to click, I'm just moving my mouse to the center point, which will be noted by a green triangle, the midpoint. And I'm not clicking on the line, I'm going to move out though to the right, to the left of it actually, away from that block. And what you're going to see is you get a dashed line that helps you align to that midpoint. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click to start it, and I'm going to drag a line through, which is going to represent our cutting plane line, a nice straight line, and I want to go past the object when I do this. And then once I have it, I can either hit the green check mark, or I can go over here and I can right click and say continue. And then here's where it's going to give me an option to create my section view. If I drag upward, it does this. If I drag below, this is what I'm going to get, and I'm going to click to place. And I'm going to go ahead and say OK. Here is the section view that we have. And I do have the label, so I can drag that up a little bit more so that way it is away from the title block. But from here, we have our section view. Now we can go through and choose center mark. I want to choose the outside edges of all the holes, very outside edges. And then on my section view, I want to choose center line, and I want to choose these outside edges here that are representing the hole. And if you need to, which like this one here does need to, I'm going to cancel the center line command, and I'm going to select by clicking on the center line. I do have these little gray arrows that allow me to extend, and I probably need to extend this one just a little bit so that way I can get a proper center line to be represented. All right, from here, it's just a matter of dimensioning. So as we go along in your text option, this will be an update. You should have something called hole and thread note. And if you don't, this is going to be something that you'll want to have me update for. But you can go through and you can choose the hole, click, there's your hole note, click to place your hole note, and you go around and you're able to go through and set your hole notes. Otherwise, you can do it with text, but you have to go through and do this manually. So I'm going to drag this down just a little bit, and I'm going to make room for some of this. Now, this would probably be better suited on a B-size title block. But we're just making sure that we can go through and kind of see what's going on. All right, there's our holes, and then we can go through and always go along in dimension. So like here's the width. Just to make sure we got enough room, actually, I think I'm going to put the width down here on the section view. I can place that there. The depth can be represented on the section view. The height. There we are. And then here's a really cool feature. If I choose the corner point and the end of the center mark, here I can go through and have one of the commands option, or one of the dimensions provided. And here they show it as a chain dimension. So I choose chain dimension. It says select the base dimension. I'll click the first one, and I can go through and look at what is the different points. So it will go through, but actually we probably need to go through and just do this manually. So there's a 1 inch, 1.25, 1.25. If you need to adjust, you can do so. Some of these may be better suited at a larger scale, but for this drawing, we're going to stick with the A size block. Okay, and this will end up finishing out the section view for the whole block for activity 136.